Welcome to the Cincy Postcast. I'm Kevin Wallace, and before we get started with today's episode, I'm going to tell you about our friends over at Streetside Brewery, which truly, if there is a brewery that deserves to be on your bucket list of places to go, things to drink before you die in Cincinnati, well, Streetside needs to be at the top of that list, okay? Some fantastic award-winning beers from Streetside. I like to talk a lot about the different aspects of Streetside when I do these little ad reads here, but let me tell you, the beer is delicious and the variety is huge. And normally a large variety would make you nervous, but what I have found with Streetside is that they are really good at everything they do. I truly mean that. I have had some off the wall beers there. I have had some, just classic, your basics, okay? Your wardrobe basics when it comes to building a brewery. They nail all of it. They have the hardware to prove it. It is so good. There is something for everybody. They have other things as well. They've got food, they've got wine, they've got liquor. Okay, it exists. But as far as a beer drinker's spot, it is where you want to be. The environment is relaxed. The staff is friendly. The everything about it just hits so nicely. The neighborhood is so cool. It is great. Go check them out. Columbia, Tusculum, East End. It's a great spot. You will have a great time there. Hey, September 27th, go ahead and put this on your calendar now. 9-year anniversary, okay? That is awesome. That is amazing. It is well earned. In a time where we are losing breweries, it is important to celebrate the ones that are sticking around, and that is amazing. So a huge thank you to Streetside for sponsoring this and so many other episodes this season. And on today's show, look, if you're here for FC Cincinnati talk, I'm just going to tell you right now, you're going to be disappointed, okay? The team hasn't played. A handful of guys are called up internationally and did play, and we do talk about that. There's not a whole lot going on, but you do get Chief and I's thoughts on the behemoth that is the NFL and how it compares to MLS and maybe some lessons MLS can learn, or maybe some of the lessons MLS can't learn from the NFL. We also, yes, we touch on the international call-ups, as I mentioned, but we really hit our stride in part 2, where we provide an update for the Cincinnati Bucket List Challenge. Very excited about this. I love it. I really hope everybody is playing along at home. I think you're really going to enjoy it. Where we stand right now at the midway point, the final tally comes next Sunday, but where we stand on Coney's and coffee shops and everything else, it's a good time. So I think you're going to enjoy this one. It's fun, relaxed conversation. Chief and I what else is there to say? It's the Postcast. Joining me to talk about something is the Chief.
Yeah, what's up?
There wasn't much to talk about last time we sat down to record. I think there's even less.
There's even less now. The Bengals won. That's exciting for people.
The Buccaneers won.
The Buccaneers won in exciting fashion. And many of you got to see and live and die with me in the last 2 minutes of that football game. Thanks to the lovely folks at Fox for jumping over into bonus coverage. Somebody online pointed out that it was just a chef's kiss moment that only the NFL can deliver, that Browns fans had to watch Cleveland screw a game away, and then it immediately cut to Baker Mayfield throwing a dime to win a game on the last second drive for the Buccaneers.
47-year-old, I have no idea how old he is, Joe Flacco's rolling out there.
Right. See now, if you're worried that we're talking NFL on an FC podcast, I thought about this.
Yeah, please.
Some of my favorite moments as a consumer of FC media was listening to Jonah record KLR as the Bengals games were going on in the background. And like they would pause to watch plays and be like, hold on, let's see here. Oh, AJ Green didn't catch that.
I actually had the same thought earlier today, that I loved those moments of them, especially when it was a game that you obviously cared about and you eventually knew how it played out. But I also loved the like random Sunday night football game that would just be tuning
just
in.
on in the background, right? Yeah. So, all right, maybe this is a meta conversation we can have a little bit.
Okay.
The NFL is so huge.
Yeah.
And today it was just, I got the notification on my Apple Watch. It's like, your heart rate is elevated and you haven't been moving for a while. It's like, yeah, I know. All right. They've been on the goal line for 8 plays. This is awful. Why does this game have a stranglehold on us? Even as like soccer fans, I was sitting here thinking, I don't know. Like I get stressed out at FC Cincinnati games.
Yeah.
I don't know that I'm ever as stressed out at the end of an FC Cincinnati game as NFL stressed out is. And I think I have a thought.
Okay.
I think I have a thought.
You think you have a thought?
I think I have a thought. It's that each play feels like it could end your existence.
Yeah.
Whereas soccer, it's just a generalized feeling of dread.
Yeah.
But that moment before a snap, I was like, well, they're scoring on this play and our season's over. It's like, it's week 1, my man. It's like, I don't care. It's over right now.
Right.
Like, it is almost like it's a sport that's designed to be a narcotic. Like it's not the beautiful game, it's the addictive game, if that makes more sense.
I think it does. I think, yes. I think the sort of individual moments broken down play by play allows each play to feel as important as the next one, or really each subsequent play becomes even more important, right? So this play, whatever play you're watching, is for all intents and purposes the most important play of the game until the next
play. Yeah.
But the next one is a little bit more important. Like it almost never goes backwards until the score is just completely out of reach.
Right.
And so I think that certainly helps it. Whereas soccer, you have the moment of like one goal absolutely can make or break, usually does make or break an individual game, but it does feel like that they can come out of anywhere from nowhere. And so it's hard to really know exactly when you're supposed to feel stressed, except corner kicks and free kicks. And this is why the American psyche, for whatever reason, has always latched on to corner kicks. Like people will have certainly seen this in college soccer. You sometimes see it in high school soccer. They will keep on the physical scoreboard in the stadium a tracker of the number of corner kicks. Why? I don't know why. It's not the most important thing. And I think FCC does it as well.
They do that at TQL Stadium, I think, right? They have a corners tracker. Yeah.
But like, why? I guess in some sense it's like a measure of your offensive output, but not really. Not really. Yeah. So
I mean, you can bet on it. You can bet on the over with corners. So I guess like it's helping the degenerate gamblers in the building.
But Chief, you know what I think really helps the NFL more than almost anything is a two-pronged attack. And one of them is that the constant commercial break, while in the abstract is probably not good, allows for the perfect, ideal second screen experience. You can be watching the game and then there are clear pauses in the game, even between plays where they don't cut to commercial, where you can go to your phone, send out a tweet, go to the group thread, whatever. If you are trying to keep up with 3 group messages watching the FC, you're gonna like not watch the game at that point. You're just not participating in watching the game. And the other is that it's so big. Like it's like how FC Cincinnati had become like a force unto itself. I know Jeff Birding in our interview with him mentioned the Malcolm Gladwell book Tipping Point. Like it is so big because it is so big at a certain point.
Too big to fail.
Yeah.
I also wonder, like, do you think weirdly in America, would MLS benefit from having fewer games? and making every game like a bigger deal. Like, because that's the other thing too, is that like every game in the NFL season feels like the end of the world, or potentially the end of the world, because it's like, well, there's only 17 of them, and you start out 1-0, and that's bad, and you start out 2-0, and there's stats about teams that start out 2-0 have like a 1% chance of making the playoffs. I don't know, like in the rest of the world, you know, more gooder is better. You want more games, you want more, you know, more of that. But like here in America, it feels like, I don't know, product scarcity might actually help things here. People understand things a little better. I'm not advocating for less FC Cincinnati. It already feels like we get too little with all these damn international breaks and whatnot. But
well, I think there is something to be said for give me fewer regular season games, and then maybe we can do the Open Cup and Champions Cup and Leagues Cup. Like then all of that feels not so ridiculous. You could keep that mostly the same, keep the Open Cup the same. I think that would work. You know who is really feeling this? Diehard college football fans. As the season stretches out, man, there used to be a point in time 3 years ago where if you lost
losing
one
opening
game,
weekend, you were done. They were putting for sale signs on the coach's yard for losing week 1, like some opening season game in like, you know, Blacksburg, Virginia.
Back in my day, Ohio State versus Texas was, for all intents and purposes, the national title game for both of those programs. They're like, if they lost, the season was over. You were not going to get back. Your season, no matter how it went, was always going to, if you lost, was always going to be, well, you were worse than them. So you don't deserve whatever shot that they are getting or even not getting. So now if you lose to Ohio State and Ohio State, you know, stumbles down the stretch and they don't make the playoffs, well, now Texas, you have no argument. Even if you run the table from here on out and Arch Manning wins the Heisman, doesn't matter. You lost to Ohio State. That's your season.
Yeah, it's
not anymore.
Not anymore. No, and they've taken this from us. They try to take everything from us. They've taken proper college football away from us. They've taken it's this concept of, I was thinking about this too, like even you were just talking right there. Yeah, what if they just shortened the MLS season down to like 20 games? You play Leagues Cup, you play Open Cup, and then like make the MLS playoffs like an actual like bigger thing. Like instead of this best of 3 setup with one team, like seed everybody into groups like the World Cup and play like a World Cup style tournament, and it's all for seeding. So like, you know, what pot you end up in, you can't like be against other top teams in your little pool and then go to knockouts and then have like do a bigger MLS Cup and make the regular season, I don't know, mean more, figure out a way to like have fewer games. Like the people that we know that like work at FC Cincinnati are like, no, we need to sell more tickets.
No, fewer gate sales. You'll love this.
Right. Yeah. And the people that are ticket sales reps are like, yes, absolutely. Sell fewer games. This is so much easier.
my job just got so easy.
Yeah. It's weird too. Like, I feel like also if you are like, I've been a soccer fan for a pretty long time at this point. Like I've been watching soccer since the late 90s.
Yeah.
And, you know, following club soccer for, you know, almost over 25 years now at this point. There is this weird thing in soccer fandom, too, where I feel like a lot of people become soccer fans and then it's immediately shut their brains off about other sports.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm now a soccer fan. It's like, no, I love the NFL. I am never quitting the NFL ever. You will pry this concussion-inducing CTE sport out of my cold, dead arms. Like, I hate that about soccer fandom. And the international break and international soccer brings out some of the worst soccer fans onto my Twitter timeline. So I just wanted to make sure that we also say, as we, you know, deviate from talking FC, it's okay to like other sports. You can be the kind of soccer fan. I would prefer the 12s be well-rounded fans that actually can enjoy something besides soccer, because I think that, you know, variety is the spice of life a little bit.
Oh, Chief, I could not agree more. I also think it makes you a better fan of whatever sport you're calling your number one sport, because there are absolutely concepts, themes, ideas. I know this is Grayson's point. He loves to bring this up, that you can transfer from sport to sport, where the sort of meta game is different from sport to sport. So like, I got to go this weekend, loved this. I got to watch beer league hockey, which
hell yeah,
a blast. And Chief, I got to talk to you afterwards. I kind of want to sponsor a team. I don't know how we do this, but I kind of want to sponsor a team.
Like, we're trying to find sponsors. We're not in a position to like sponsor other people.
No, we're going to sponsor a team. I don't know how this works, but I'm going to do this.
All right, if we're going to sponsor a beer league hockey team, I also want to sponsor like some random kids like 10 soccer team too. I think that'd be hilarious.
That would make more sense, but
no, I'm with you on beer league hockey too. Let's go all in here.
But man, I'm sitting there, I'm watching it, and I'm, obviously seeing plenty of NHL games, go to Cyclones games, but there's just something about watching it in person and seeing it move at a slightly slower speed. No offense to any of our beer league hockey players.
No, I don't think they would take any offense. They're like, yeah, no, we suck. It's not.
But it allowed me to visualize the game better, and I really enjoyed that. Was able to sort of piece together how different and similar it was to soccer, and I really enjoyed that. Oftentimes, the NHL just moves way too fast for me to really comprehend what's exactly happening.
No, this is like it's like a real thing, actually. That like there is you need to watch it like soccer is like this. Like you go and you watch like a USL game. And then switch on like a Premier League game or even an MLS game. You're like, oh, this moves at an entirely different speed. These players are very talented at this. Or, to a lesser extent, you watch college basketball and it's like, well, this is high intensity. This is really good. You watch an NBA game, though. It's like, oh, all of these players can't shoot that I was just watching just now. It was exciting because people are bricking wide open shots and that the pros never miss.
Right. It was exciting because everybody had a chance.
Yeah, there's some joy in that like, like one team just can't run away and hide with the game because they brick a lot of shots.
Yeah.
But you're definitely not seeing the best version of whatever it is that you're trying to do. Where was this beer league hockey being contested?
So this is, hang on. The facility is up near, actually, you'll appreciate this, up near Szechuan, Chile, which is where we went to immediately afterwards.
Delightful. That's an OG post hangout.
Yeah, no, it was a good time. It is, Oh, wait, there it is. The Queen City Sportsplex.
Okay. Yeah, I know what that is.
Good stuff happening there. The whole thing was under construction.
So you had people, were the people that you went to Sichuan, Chile with, had they played hockey? Or were they just spectators?
One of them, shout out to my man Reese Meister. One of them was a hockey player at the beer league.
That's a psycho move to play hockey and then go get Sichuan chili Chinese.
Oh, it was so good. The Dan noodles are as good as ever.
I don't know if we've ever told this story on the pod. I wish Jonah was here for it. We went the one time, you, Jonah, me, Eric, Mame, I think Max was there, maybe Chris.
Yeah.
And all of us ordered something off because they've got like the Chinese food menu. And then you can ask to see the real menu that they don't lead with that menu. They lead with, the
orange chicken. Yeah.
I was going to say the gringo menu a little bit to a certain extent. And so you're like, no, the other menu, please. We all ordered off the other menu and we all without realizing it, because you order and then you like sort of space out when the next person orders. We all ordered something that had some variation of like fried peppers, jalapenos, like chilies or whatever. And so they bring all this food out. We're all sitting around this table and it's all steaming and it is all just like straight capsaicin steam. And like, I couldn't breathe like at our table because everything was smoking and like my eyes were burning. It was like at a protest in Portland at this fucking table right here with all this stuff that was coming out.
Oh God. I had a similar experience at this dinner. They walked by with what I could only describe as Chinese fajitas. And as the plate went by, you could slowly watch table by table wipe their eyes. It was so good.
No free plugs, but if you are looking for the best Chinese meal in town, Sichuan chili in Evendale is a very strong recommend.
Yeah.
I think from all members of the postcast crew.
Yes. 100%.
We brought Grayson up there and it looked like he got sunburned after the meal. He's very red.
True.
Good times. Beer league hockey, football. Congratulations, like I said, to the Bengals fans out there. 1-0. That's always a good thing.
It was a good win. Solid win.
7 yards of offense in the second half. Not optimal. But you know what? You didn't lose to Joe Flacco, and that's important.
Look, the normal way of a Bengals season starting is with a loss, maybe 2 or 3 or 4 losses. So
yeah, we're
a win here. We're ahead of schedule. Okay.
Right.
This team can take next week off for all I care.
Second question. How much of a psycho did you have to be to watch the U.S. men's national team friendly instead of college football yesterday?
Oh, jeez. I don't know.
Who scheduled that? That's a terrible idea. Putting that up against college football in the evening.
And it was in Columbus, right?
I think it was in New York.
Oh, that one was in New York.
This one was in New York.
Columbus.
Yeah, okay, next one's in Columbus. It was in New York against South Korea and played to, I think, 50 American fans and 30,000 South Korean fans based on just the vibe in the building that I was seeing.
The United States, the folks doing this, there's 2 things here. One, I don't think that they care about the sort of home crowd of these games. I don't think they care, because if they cared, there are other things that they would be doing, but I don't think they care. But the other thing is you cannot, if you are hoping for an American home crowd cheering for the U.S. men's national team, you have to recognize that charging an arm and a leg for tickets is going to encourage people to not buy it. And the only people who will buy it will find it an extreme novelty to go to this game, which is usually the opposing team's nationality. That like the South Koreans in and around New York, or an airport or 2 accessible to New York, are going to find this way easier to get to than to fly back to South Korea. Right. And the U.S. plays all of their games in the U.S. So if I don't go to this game, and I have no interest in going to it, but if I'm not going to this one, I know the next one will be here, and I know the next one will be here, and I know the next one. It's never an issue. It's never a problem. And if I want to pay, $300 for a ticket, I can get some nice nosebleeds in an NFL stadium at some point, but I'm not dying to do that. But you know who is? The South Korean fan.
Who, like, this might be their only chance to see their national team for the next 10, or 15 years.
Ecuadorian fan, or the Peruvian fan, or the Guatemalan fan, or the insert nation here fan. Come on. Right.
Because we just have, like, that's the joy of America, is that we have, like, large contingencies of all these individuals. I mean, you saw that in the Club World Cup. It was a lot of these people, like a lot of the biggest purchaser of tickets were the fact that, there is a decent contingent of insert country here that will pay to go watch a club team from their home country that just doesn't exist. They never come here. They never otherwise get the opportunity to see this. I understand the idea that you're never going to be able, like, if those fans are going to pay $300 to go see a match, you're never going to, like, if you charge $50, they'd pay $50 to see the match.
Right.
I think there are probably ways that you could ensure a little bit more of a pro-American crowd just by, if the tickets were only $25, $30 and they were sold through US Soccer. Yeah.
Sold through a pre-sale to people who have attended other matches.
That have attended other matches. And then you make it so that, that, like, they can only be resold through the approved reseller, and that their price is capped at whatever it is. And you could justify all this by saying, yes, this is the national team. We don't want people scalping tickets for the American national team. You know what most people would say about that? They would say, oh, that makes sense. This shouldn't be something. You shouldn't be profiting off the red, white, and blue. Yes,
Yeah.
Only U.S. soccer is allowed to profit off the red, white, and blue, not you, regular people. So, I mean, it feels like a solvable problem. But on the other hand, it's like these are all cash grab games. Like the only reason that this international window exists, like, is there any international tournament that matters going on right now in this international window?
We are a little skewed because it doesn't matter to us, but most of the games going on are World Cup qualifying matches.
Okay. Yeah. So like, yeah. So this is like quite literally the only reason this window exists for CONCACAF right now.
Yes,
This is just, or for America, Canada, and Mexico. This is just cash grab central right here. So yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
So okay, fine. Use this to charge a lot of money, and then for the games that matter, make sure that like the ticket prices are according. Like,
yeah. Or so if the idea is we're okay playing in a hostile environment, and if there is any sort of sporting thought behind, we want to, see these guys in tough environments, go play this game in South Korea. Go play these games on the road in South Central America. Go play the teams that have already been eliminated, hell, in Africa. Like, put these guys through the ringer a little bit. Make it a little uncomfortable for them. If they're going to go into a crowd that is rooting against them, make them sit on a plane for a long time to go do it. Like, make them earn their stripes, pay their dues here.
Yeah. And like, that's what the kind of stuff we were talking about. I think we were talking about on the World's Game, which is like, I want players that are tougher, that can go into these types of environments and they can do things. But having said that, I mean, this is truly the kind of episode you're getting because there's no FC Cincinnati news right now. The U.S. is dreadful. And I don't know how that gets better in the next, like, what do we have here? Gentlemen's 9 months, 10 months until the World Cup happens right now?
Yeah, I guess you could charitably say that this isn't very close to their first choice roster. And so we're just trying to see what it looks like right now. And then we'll come back and we'll, when we have the full roster or
just wait till we get all our players back. You'll see then.
Just you wait. Tyler Adams will be healthy then, I promise.
Right.
Yeah. At the end of the day, man, I just don't think they're that talented. I think we got so hyped. You can insert whoever we is here. Got so hyped on this crop of players, and they're not that good. They're good. They're good. They're not that good.
They're not that good. Yeah. What do we think about Mauricio Pochettino now? How long's he been on the gig? About a year? A little less than that?
Year and a half. I mean,
less than a year and a half. I think because last summer, BJ Count, he didn't coach last summer at the
Gold Cup. That's right.
No, it wasn't the Gold Cup. It was the Copa, whatever the hell it was called, Libertadores or Copa America or
Copa America. They hosted here, and then he came in afterwards. But I don't think it was BJ Callahan. Oh, it was
Greg Berhalter. Did Greg Berhalter screw up the Copa? Yeah, that was when I'm fired, right?
That sounds right, man. I don't know anything.
So Punch hasn't been here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel. So Punch
has been here about a year.
About a year. What do we think about him?
I mean,
I'll put it this way. I have never been a Mauricio Pochettino fan. And I just say this because if you ask me to describe him, he's fine. Okay. He's Marty Schottenheimer or like Marvin Lewis. Whereas like if you give him a B+ squad, he will give you B+ results. If you give him an A+ squad, he will give you B+ results. It's just sort of like, it's all the same, man. Like I watched him when he was managing Spurs and they played at about their talent level. And when he was at PSG, they played at slightly below their talent level. And when he was at Chelsea, they played at just slightly below their talent level. And I think he's fine. But like when they brought him in and they were like, oh no, this is the kind of person who's going to take this team to the next level. I was like, really? Have you watched this guy manage teams before? Like I understand that the QSMNT and that wing of the fan base, like over there, they think like, oh, he's European, or no, he's not European, he's Argentinian, but like he's which is hilarious, by the way.
Europe, dude,
they're bringing in a European manager from Argentina by way of Argentina. I understand that like puts 5 points next to his score for Gryffindor just by being that, but like, I never thought he was that good in the first place.
I can understand wanting to bring in a higher caliber manager than would otherwise have been available, because if you did compare his resume to virtually any American who was going to take the job,
I mean, you're talking the people you were comparing him to was basically Jim Curtin and Jesse Marsh.
Jim Curtin,
that was the two.
Jesse Marsh, Peter Vermees, and Oscar Pereja was in the mix. Now, the head coach at Orlando.
Yeah.
These are the people that we know that they interviewed at one point or another, either this current go round or the last go round. And yeah, man, that was it. And so when it is compared to them, then yeah, he's a great hire, I guess, on paper. Looks good. Again, it's just like, I don't know if this caliber of player was ever going to get us more than what we are getting.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I agree. I agree that I think that the talent pool is vastly overrated.
Yeah.
But also it's like, you brought this guy in to be a force multiplier.
Right.
And he just isn't.
Yeah, we're not getting that for sure.
Yeah,
I guess
no, we're not.
The other thing is, if you're really on his train, is how much worse would this team be without him? What if this was Jesse Marsh managing this team? Are we losing these games 4-5, 6-0?
To a certain extent, it really doesn't matter, I guess. I don't know. Like, the losses are losses. It's like,
yeah.
But did you see? I think I was trying to find the quote here. He said that he thought that the United States outplayed South Korea. Was the better team.
Yeah, of course. That's the kind of crap that a manager says when they're trying to save their job, which is not good, that we're already using trying to save my job language right now.
Right.
Like, you don't have to say that, man. Like, you can say, hey, the things that we're working on in training were shown on the pitch, and while the result didn't go our way, we are clearly, laying building blocks towards winning the World Cup next summer.
Right.
Great. Then it's like, all right, bad result, but we're growing into this, or hell, just say, hey, we're trying to see what some of these guys look like on the fringe of the roster. You could throw the vague somebody under the bus. I don't know. But
yeah. He also said, we have to start to win when the World Cup starts. So apparently until then, it doesn't matter at all.
That is such a cool and relaxed state of mind, though. I love that.
No, it doesn't matter. We've lost our last 7 games to top 30 ranked nations. So that's kind of cool. We have Mexico, Panama. It sounds like I'm doing the Animaniacs song. Mexico, Panama, Canada, Turkey, Switzerland, Mexico, South Korea. Old ones will get that joke. That's a joke only for people over 40 right there.
Let's see. Hey, if you want to know who the manager is that has the most wins versus top 32 opponents, be your boy Bruce Arena. 26 wins overall. 26 wins, 10 draws, 26 losses.
Bring back Bruce, man. We've tried it once already.
Good for 1.419 points per game, if you want to think of it that way.
I noticed that to bring this back to FC Cincinnati, I noticed that Roman Celentano made the bench. He was featured prominently in brief stints on the camera in the background.
Love it. Love that
was happening for him. So the U.S. plays Japan on Tuesday at 7:30. And if you're asking me if I'm going to watch that game, the answer is emphatically no, I am not. I will find something else to do with my time. Do we believe or do we think that we will see the young Roman Celentano make his U.S. men's national team debut playing at, I believe, Lower.com Field, which would just be hilarious?
I really hope so for all of those reasons. But I don't think we will, because goalkeeper call-ups are stupid, and I hate national team managers who do this. It's so
Just
stupid.
waste people's time.
Yeah, look, if you're not going to play these backup guys, bring in the guys that you are confident you're going to bring in anyway, right? Like, why isn't Matt Turner or whoever the presumptive starter is here instead of Roman, right? Like, it's so stupid that they do this.
Does Roman get paid extra money to do this?
I think
make extra
so.
money?
I think he
All
does
right.
get some extra money.
Well, then I'm not going to be against Roman Celentano getting his bag. I just think,
yes, fair.
I just think, I think there should be some compensation for the people he's leaving behind at FC Cincinnati training. Like, think of all the extra shots now and all the extra work Evan and Alec, and I think, is Paul Walters healthy or is he still on the shelf right now?
I think he's healthy. Yeah, Paul
right.
Walters is doing work. Sure, why not? Let's just
all right, sure.
confidently
But,
say
let's
that.
pretend he's healthy. But let's think about all the extra stops in practice time they have to put in training while Roman is out. I'm just saying that maybe Roman needs to spread the wealth around a little bit on his U.S. men's national team game check. Might be nice to treat Evan out to a coffee, treat Alec out to a coffee, or maybe something a little stronger than that after practice, since they had to cover for you while you were out of town.
Makes you think.
They're playing Japan. It's a proud tradition in Japan. Did you know that when you leave on vacation working at a Japanese company, that you were supposed to bring gifts back for everyone that you work with who had to pick up the slack for you in your absence?
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's not have that catch.
No, no, for Roman specifically, because
yes,
he got an all expense paid vacation to New Jersey and Columbus. That he should have to bring gifts back from both those places. Maybe some Taylor ham from New Jersey and some, I don't know, whatever the hell they do. What do they do in Columbus? It's all Cincinnati restaurants up there anyway.
They eat Skyline, they eat Graders, they eat Frisch's.
Drink Rheingeist, Get a pint of Jenny's, get some of that swill.
Yeah. Soap flavored ice cream. Ugh.
Right.
Let's see. Kevin Denke played and lost. Roman Celentano made the bench. I could not find any information on Steven Jimenez's youth U.S. national team call-up, although I don't know that we said this before on the last episode. He had previously been in the mix with Mexican youth teams. He was called up to a U16 or U18 Mexican camp. Never featured, though. So interesting he's back in with the U.S. program. Samuel Guidi started and played a full 90 minutes.
Still don't believe he's real.
For the Slovakian U21s, Tina Chidebi started, played the full 90 in a loss for Zimbabwe, and Kai Kamara had
I saw this highlight.
Just the flukiest header you've ever seen.
No, that wasn't a fluke, man. That's old man game. That's knowing exactly where to place it on the field.
He gets a looping cross in at the very top of the box. Kai jumps up, heads the ball, immediately falls down, and his header is also way looping, but just lands perfectly in the upper corner. It just barely clears the keeper. And
dare I even say a little GB-esque?
It is GB-esque. It is GB-esque with the long looping header. Beautiful. So there you go. There's your FCC talk.
What do we take from the fact that Kai Kamara plays one international game and scores a goal after all of the minutes played for FC Cincinnati not scoring a goal?
It feels like somebody coming up to the slot machine and stealing your jackpot. Man, we've been shoving quarters in this thing for a year.
First off, it's really cute. You believe it's still quarters.
We've been shoving $2 tokens in this thing.
Yeah, I was about to say that's cute. It's a cute. That tells me you don't need to call 1-800-GAMBLER that you're all right. The fact that you're
the $25 bet all button. No,
yeah,
I'm
right.
not
Like we're betting 17
thing.
lines and we're just looking for Chinese food containers on the screen or fortune cookies. Yeah, it does feel a little bit like that like he's been building up to this goal for a while, and then the benefit of it was given to Sierra Leone. I don't even know who they were playing, though, so I assume they were playing somebody that doesn't defend as well as NYCFC.
Probably. Let's see. Kai Kamara played Guinea-Bissau. Of course, everybody knows Guinea-Bissau.
That's like... if you said that name out in the old Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego game on PBS, like the kid would just quit and walk off. Like, I don't know where to put this marker, man. You can keep the trip to Mobile, Alabama. I don't need it that bad.
I don't know where that is. 1-1. Guinea-Bissau
There we go.
battled back and scored one in the 74th minute. So, damn.
International breaks, man. The dumbest thing ever.
Ah, man. There was, so ever since he left managing, Arsene Wenger has been sort of like Johnny Infantino's weird little like actual soccer guy hype man. And so whenever Infantino comes up with a really dumb idea, Arsene Wenger's like, yeah, that's actually a good idea. Here are the soccer reasons why that's a really good idea. And then it's usually dumb. But every once in a while, Arsene Wenger throws out ideas that I think are not bad. And he had this proposal, this idea. I don't know how fleshed out it was, but just sort of thinking off the top of his head here. He proposed, instead of cumulatively taking all of these various international breaks, take 2 months out of the year, 1 month at one time, like say all of January, and 1 month another time, all of July. And those are all international breaks. And you fit all of your tournaments, all of your friendlies, all of your regional tournaments in those 2 months out of the year. And then everybody else gets everything else. That way you don't have all this weird stop-start nonsense going on. You just know there's a winter window, there's a summer window, and everybody can build around that. And because generally speaking, every league is taking a break during one of those 2 months. So if you just split them both in half. Some of them take
a break in both those times. Like the Bundesliga takes a break in both those times. A lot of the Northern European leagues take breaks.
Mexico more or less takes a break during then. Yeah.
Right. I don't hate that. It would make a lot more sense.
Yeah.
I guess if you're playing devil's advocate on it. Well, I mean, even still, like, even if the U.S. like wanted to run these cash grab games, you just run them down south where the weather is a lot better.
Yeah.
And so, like, so all of a sudden, it's like most of the international games that we play in the wintertime would be down in Florida and Texas and California. And then when we come back for the summer, we play most of our international games in the northern hemisphere or the northern part of the country. So it actually kind of works out, I would say.
Yeah, you could do that for sure. They've also shown a willingness to put sod down on NFL stadiums. So there's nothing stopping you from playing in Minneapolis, Indianapolis,
Indoors,
whoever's built a dome. Yeah.
Imagine building a dome in an area where it gets cold. What kind of stupid, who would do that? That would be so dumb.
It's against the football gods, damn it.
Yeah, but it's in favor of the host other things in this building that sits vacant 365 minus 10 days a year.
So what you're saying is we should offer it as camping when there's nothing going on.
I say that, and I looked over to my right here, and Lamar Jackson is dressed like it's mid-January for a game in Buffalo right now, where I guarantee you the temperature is no worse than 50 degrees. So we all process heat and cold differently, I guess, is what I'm saying here.
Look, I think in the abstract, I'm not opposed to a dome being downtown to do, more fun things. But I will say the first AFC North team to go to a dome is a loser. And I know Cleveland's trying, but just know that you're a loser.
But know that you're a heinous loser and a weirdo. And this is why the football gods spite you, why they force you to watch Baker Mayfield driving down the field for a game-winning touchdown. It's because you're building a dome stadium outside of your city.
Yes. Look, NFC North, who wins all the titles in the NFC North? It's Green Bay. You know who doesn't win? Minnesota and Detroit. Okay, they built domes. They've angered the football gods.
Don't look at who won the division last year, but
they can win the division. They're not winning NFL titles. Okay,
it's a true story. We should have, in hindsight, built the FC stadium with a roof. Now that we know that we're switching to a winter schedule, that would have made a lot more sense. That was people don't know this. That was investigated, was the full roof TQL stadium. And with the idea being that if it had a full roof, it could also be used as
hockey
adjacent or annex space for the convention center as well as I think somebody said you could play Cyclones games there. And then I was like, you need to do a little bit better math than that in terms of like how big a hockey rink is. But yeah, no, there was talk for a hot minute about a retractable roof facility for TQL. How would you enjoyed that? Would that anger the soccer gods to have a retractable roof stadium here in town?
I think no matter how you do it, so long as it is natural grass, you'll be okay.
What if it wasn't natural grass, though? What if we would have had like an artificial playing surface plus retractable roof?
Then I'm out. I'm out. Because the thing is...
Will you be saying the same thing when we're playing regular season games on just like first weekend of December?
Look, I hope to be playing MLS Cup final on the first week of December in TQL Stadium. That's fine by me. Bring on the permafrost.
Oh yeah, no, I will suffer through any awful element if you're going to tell me that I'm playing for a title here. Like that's fine, but like if it's just a random midweek matchup against Nashville, like you can fuck directly off with that.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Chief, I think we have ended the amount of FC talk we can get out of this.
Do we have anything else? There was nothing else that went on, right? We're good.
Like literally nothing else that I can find. Oh, I did have this thought, and I'm curious where things stand right now. As a newly minted season ticket holder, I am so excited to join season ticket holder gift discourse.
Oh my God.
I have been outside of this. But now I'm ready to wade in, baby. Where's my trinket, damn it?
I said this last year. I will reiterate it yet again this year. Season ticket gift discourse is the dumbest thing.
That's so stupid.
It is so stupid. It is so silly. I have never received anything like there. All right. So if I had to do a power ranking or like a Mount Rushmore of my season ticket holder gifts that I've gotten from FC Cincinnati.
Okay. Let's hear it.
We got tumblers, like shot glasses or tumbler, like rocks glasses. Those were really
rocks
nice.
Glasses with the, with the coasters. It also, I think, came with like 3 pins and maybe a scarf in a nice little box. Yeah,
it was very nice. I promptly dropped one of my the glass and broke it, like during the pandemic when I was, probably, overserved myself while playing Warzone or something like that. That was really nice. That's probably on the Mount Rushmore. The supporters shield.
That's the one I regret not getting.
Yeah, that is on the Mount Rushmore.
The rectangle, the supporter shield, but other metal thing.
The metal thing that looked like a ticket, but isn't really a ticket. I don't know what it was supposed to be. It's on my desk at work. So, I mean,
if
I've kept it.
Remember correctly, it is the exact artwork hanging on the wall of the Mercy Health Training Center when you first walk in the front door. I think it is that in metal
form.
Stainless steel or whatever.
No, it looks very nice. I think, but that's on the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
I can't think of a fourth thing that I would put on that list. Like we got some scarves one time. I have a Bluetooth speaker that I got one time that
I have a flag.
I took the Bluetooth speaker to the beach. You can't hear it. It doesn't get loud enough. It is. It's profoundly useless in that sort of a situation.
Good.
I got a vest one time that theoretically would have been really nice, except it has the word season ticket member written on the back, like a tramp stamp between the shoulders kind of thing. I'm never wearing that. I will never wear that. I don't want everybody to like know that like I am a season ticket holder. That's fine. But like, look, just
here's the thing. Season ticket office, whatever. 2 things. 1, every single season ticket holder who is worth listening to will just take $10 to $20 off of their season tickets instead of the stupid gift. Okay. Just like know that up front. The second thing is if you do feel so compelled as to give a gift, please don't fucking put season ticket holder or the year on it unless it is in some way a small collectible that can then be displayed somewhere. If you're putting it on a scarf, on a article of clothing, on a flag, on a hat, nobody will ever wear it. It's so dumb. It's dumb. Like I have a 2018 season ticket holder flag or 2017 season ticket holder flag. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to bring that to the stadium now? Is somebody supposed to go, oh, damn, 2017, that's so cool. Like, no, stop doing
also,
this.
they won't let you bring it in unless you're sitting in the Bailey. So
it's a good point, actually. So what was the point of this?
Yeah, just if you're going to give a gift out, if you are going to do it.
Yeah.
If you're going to do it, it should be something where you should stop and think, it's like, would I wear this?
Yeah.
And you know what most people would wear if you want to give them merch? Something very simple with the team logo on it.
Yeah.
Doesn't need to be anything special. Like a quarter zip with the team logo on it. Pick your size. Just the lion right there. Gary, it doesn't need to say season ticket member. It just be FC Cincinnati.
Yep.
That's it. That's all anyone wants. Like something like that. If you're going to do anything. And honestly, give me 2 vouchers for beers at the game. Like that would be a better season ticket holder gift for me. Like, congratulations. We have loaded 2 drink vouchers onto your FC Cincinnati app as thanks for being a season ticket member. You know what I'm going to say to that? Hell yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
This team does it for the fans right here.
A prepaid Visa TQL Stadium branded gift card. And I know these exist because I have like 5 or 6 of these floating around with like $1 on it somewhere. With like $20, $25, whatever we're valuing this gift at. If you're going to mail everybody like some little flag and be like, no, this is a $50 gift. Great. Just give us $50. Right. And then I'll buy concessions. I'll buy merchandise, and the thing is, just big braining this for a second. If you give people free merch that they'll actually want to wear, they'll probably wear it out. And then when they wear it out, more people will see FCC merch and they'll like notice the team.
Or here's the other thing you could do. And I hate giving this kind of an idea out because it is kind of evil.
Oh, no.
Right. All right. So every year ticket prices go up, right?
Yeah.
We all hate it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And let's say your ticket price goes up by $150 for the year. Raise it $200 and give me a free kit.
Ooh.
And then I will think to myself, oh, hell yeah. Like, I got a kit this year. Now, you'll already have charged me for it, but I will have gotten mad about that when I got the renewal thing where it's like, oh, the hell with this. The ticket prices are going up. Fine, I'll sign up again. I get mad about that in August. By the time we get to like next year, I'm not mad about that anymore.
Yeah.
But what I am is I am excited because I get a free kit to start the year off. That's that letter where they would send the email saying, we are pleased to offer you the brand new 2026 FC Cincinnati home kit. Check the size that you would like to receive. That would be, you want to talk about, I will make a Wile E. Coyote hole through the door running to go tell people how excited I am about this.
Chief, let's just up the evil meter a little bit. You only give them as blanks, and then you offer an event where people can come and get them personalized. Yeah. And it costs you like $25 or whatever.
Or even better, you offer them the event to go get it personalized down at the team store. And on that night, wouldn't you know it, your season ticket membership offers you an additional 15 to 20% off anything in the store. Do you think anyone is going to walk down there and only get their jersey customized that they got? Or are they going to walk out with, well, the game's supposed to be cold. I'm going to get I got a new quarter zip or a sweatshirt here. Ooh, that looks really neat. That's cool. You know what? I got to get this for my nephew. He loves Gary. It's a plushie right there. Everyone's going to walk out with something else. It's just getting them in the door to go buy something. I just want a free kit. Like,
or Chief, can I interest you in one of these 8 pieces of garbage from Alibaba?
Yeah.
Ba-da-ba-da.
It'd be really funny if they sent AliExpress jerseys or DHgate jerseys to everyone. It's like you get a free kit, but it's very clearly the DHgate brand.
Chief, I don't know if this was only because it happened locally or if it was like a national story that happened to have the local tie-in, but like DHgate had millions of dollars in merchandise confiscated in Cincinnati as like one of their main ports of entry.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of people that were really disappointed about not getting their jersey in time for NFL season.
I feel partially responsible because like I think year 2 or 3 of FCC, we've realized that DHgate was like pretty good at what it was. And I told everybody.
Yeah. It's harder to find FC Cincinnati jerseys on DHgate. Have you looked recently? Like
No.
it is a little harder. I got to get a VPN out and see if it's like we're getting restricted by the VPN by being in America.
Oh.
But I looked the other day because I was thinking to myself, I'll throw an order in for the new kit before I decided to buy an authentic one, if anyone's listening. No, I chose to buy an authentic kit because I want to support the team I love. And it's not because it was very difficult to find some place that was selling FC Cincinnati kits online.
I own 2 FC Cincinnati kits. Both are authentics. Okay. I just want to be up front with that.
I don't think we talked about it. Did we talk about it on the air or on the side where I was like, would it be improper for me to ask Kendall Waston to autograph the DHgate version of his jersey when we were doing the live show? Because I have a Kendall Waston DHgate jersey that I got, and it's very clearly a knockoff. Like it could not be more clearly a knockoff.
For whatever it's worth for your conscience, there was no authentic jersey in 2019. So they were the replicas, which is what people will know them as now. For whatever reason, the standard template that Adidas had did not, I don't know, 270 days was not enough for them to turn around authentic kits.
Which seems really weird, right? Like
it's beyond stupid.
Yeah.
I hate every single argument about it. Is the dumbest argument I've ever heard in my entire life. You do not need, in the clothing industry that we have set up in our world today, which there are plenty of ethical concerns about for sure. You don't need 2 or 3 years of a design runway to get a kit out. Olive and Ivy in Cincy shirts can be printing this stuff in an hour. And I understand that sublimated and all that stuff, but you can't tell me that Adidas and Nike, the 2 largest manufacturers of sporting apparel in the world, and Pumas and Reebok, you throw whoever else you want in there as kit makers, Hummel or Kummel, they don't need that long. They don't, especially with the standard templates. That is what largely FC Cincinnati was using in 2019. It's so stupid. They need this massive window, and it takes them fucking 10 years to come up with a design. And it's the most generic design you've ever seen. What are we doing? And then, Chief, to your point about do the season ticket thing, and then the kit will be here for day one. That would be a massive improvement over what we have now, which is you may or may not have your kit for day one if you order it from Fanatics or the club or the league or the whatever. It might be here tomorrow. It might be here in July. If you don't get it in that first month window, though, they go, oh my God, we had no idea how many kits we were going to sell. We're all out of batches in this size until August. Like, well, then I'll just wait for the next kit, man. It's the dumbest thing. And the thing is, I have all of these feelings about this. I really don't care that much about kits. I don't have the design eye for it. I don't really care. I know a bad kit, and that's about it. And
I buy them all. Like that's the thing. It's like, it's like remember that the canvas kit comes out and I was like, this thing is just garbage.
What are we doing?
It's like they were trying to, this was like a marketing exercise at a really bad business school. It was like, sell a white t-shirt. It's like, it's the canvas kit. You can do anything with it. And I still bought it. Like I clowned the hell out of it. And I was like, yeah, fine. It's got Yuya's name in Japanese. That's kind of cool. I'll buy that. They got me. They're getting me every time. So it's like,
oh, man, so true. Well,
yeah. Well, if you do want a kit, Kevin, is there a promo code that they can get a kit for?
No, we don't. Stay tuned. On this front.
Right.
Stay tuned on this front. However, if you are looking for FC Cincinnati apparel and you go to Cincy shirts, you can still use the post Cincy, all one word, all caps as your code.
What if I'm feeling a little more patriotic than that, Kevin?
Then hopefully we'll have something by Wednesday.
Okay.
It was supposed to be done by Friday, and it was not.
All right. Well, I guess stay tuned then.
Stay tuned. Until then, Chief, should we wrap this up in part 2 with a quick...
Yeah, there's nothing else going on.
Quick bucket list recap. Let's do it. All right, we are back. And if folks are not familiar with this, I feel bad for you. Last month, we took suggestions from the Patreon, which you should join. It's $2 a month. You support the show. You are a hero and a patriot if you do this, and it helps keep the show afloat. We really appreciate it. But as a part of that, people contribute to the show. And so last month, we took suggestions for what is on your Cincinnati bucket list. These are the things you gotta do in and around Cincinnati that truly makes Cincinnati Cincinnati. And we turned this into the Cincinnati Bucket List Challenge. So we gave ourselves this international break that is going until we record on Sunday evening, probably. This is how far ahead we work. We're probably recording Sunday evening. Things may change. And we have awarded points or assigned points to all of the tasks that we collected. And the goal is which of us, me and Chief, Grayson is competing, but is playing at a severe disadvantage by not being in the country.
Yes, it's very difficult.
Not impossible, though, okay? And we're going to see who comes out on top, but we also encourage listeners to play along. I will say you can accomplish a lot in 1 week. So if you've not been playing along, you can absolutely play along for this last week. I will also say I had a moment. I had two lovely little moments in the car with the family today, Chief. One was my wife saying, I kind of wish this went for another week or two because I'm having fun going to coffee shops, to which I said, we can keep going to coffee shops.
You can keep going. Coffee shops are awesome. You can keep going to coffee shops. Like, I love coffee shops.
And then the other one was my daughter, who said, as we're driving along, we're like going to some of the different parks, and she goes, Dad, I really like driving around looking at the city like this. Okay. So I think
this podcast is rated A for adorable.
However this challenge ends up, I think I am committing right now to cultivating this, expanding it, and turning it into something that lives beyond the podcast. I know we've talked about turning this into something, and I want to do that. I'm going to make that commitment.
It's been enlightening, I should say. And what I've realized is that I'm not going to get to a lot of the things that I have checked off and highlighted that, like, I really want to do that, especially with the coffee shops. I am just a coffee addict, for anyone that knows and, talks to me. I've hit up a lot of new places, and I've got a lot of new favorites that I got to add to the rotation now. I used to be a pretty strict coffee emporium enthusiast. I went back and I was checking my check-ins over the week. I got to start taking photos, and I'll put some more photos online this week. I always get coffee, and then I'm like, shit, I should have taken a photo inside there. But I'm going to do that. That will be my resolution this week, will be to do that more often this week.
I have been putting together a hell of a photo collage. I know I posted some of them the other day. I am excited. I may have to find a place for all of this to live. So
yeah, it's very cool. The coffee has been my favorite thing so far. Yeah. So I have visited, trying to count up here that I've visited 7 new coffee places last week.
That's pretty good.
And that's, I've decided that I wasn't going to count. I could be really cheeky. And there's one that I go to just about every day for work. I go to, I'm going to call it Kitty's Coffee in the Atrium down on 4th Street.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell they call themselves now. Yeah. But I've been going there since they had a place on Court Street. So I'm not going to count that on my list because that's my regular spot.
Okay,
but if I counted that, we would be at 8 right now. But I was just I hit number 7 this week. I was at Awakenings in Hyde Park. Did a little bit of work done yesterday. I'm a big enthusiast of coffee places where you can actually get work done, because I always have stuff to do on Saturdays and Sundays. So Pleasant Ridge Coffee Exchange, hit that up. Red Tree in Oakley, hit that up. Deeper Roots in Oakley, hit that up. Drove over to Mom and M's over in Madisonville. Loved that. That was good stuff. I haven't been to the Madison place yet. I will go to the Madison place this week at some point. I just haven't worked the nerve up to do it because I don't think I can I'm going to break kayfabe as soon as I'm in there.
I have that one on my to get to list. I've been slowly working a radius out, and believe it or not, from the east side, from my position in the east side, I didn't think there'd be that many options, and
there are a lot. We have a good coffee culture in this town, like shockingly. Like I'm very happy with it.
So I also went to Mom and M's, but the Camp Washington location. Dare I say the original location or the first location? Went to I've kind of mispronounced this. Deutschers. It is a candy shop. I know. It's a candy shop.
Is it now? Tell me more.
Newtown. It is, according to them, the oldest candy cane shop, independent candy cane shop in the United States.
Where's the candy cane bin, though?
Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. It's the oldest one. Okay.
Cool. I realize speaking of that, of you said that was in Newtown? Yeah. I love Newtown. Used to live in Newtown. Never got a speeding ticket in Newtown, though. I got lucky on that one.
That's hard to do. I have had one. So.
Yeah, it's a bucket. That is a Cincinnati Xbox achievement right there. Knock on wood. Big miss I realized on this list, and it was pointed out to me by a listener. It really isn't a Cincinnati bucket list if we didn't have hit as many creamy whips as possible over the course. But like we are late in the season. A lot of them are closing right now, but that's a proud Cincinnati tradition as well. And the Newtown creamy whip, the Newtown Dairy Corner, elite for East Side creamy whips. Which
I have to say, I think I was down on them a couple of months ago. I said, or even at the beginning of the summer, I said, hey, I went there a few times, didn't like it the last couple of times. This summer, I don't know what they fixed, but they fixed it and it's real good. So
it's not Putz's over on the west side, but what is. But as far as east side goes, like it's pretty dank. I enjoy it tremendously.
Putz's is tough to top. It's a good one. Chief.
Yes.
I've got a coffee shop here that I promise you have not been to.
Tell me more. Talk to me.
Perfect Day Cafe.
Ooh.
This is a cat cafe in Covington.
And for that reason, I am out because I am insanely allergic to cats.
For what it's worth, you could go there. The cats are in a sealed in room separate from where the food is. So you can go there, and they actually have like a bar seating looking in, so you can watch little kittens play, and then you can leave, and you'll never interact with a kitten. Yeah,
that might be like the optimal way, because I enjoy the sight of a kitten. Yeah, it's like the feel of a kitten breaks me out in hives and makes me sneeze. Like,
I mean. I don't know how sensitive you are to dander. I'm sure there is something in the air, but your mileage may vary there. Yeah. I like that one. Hit up Rose Street Cafe today, a classic UC staple. But Chief, I am at 8 by my count. So
8 points right now, or 8 coffee shops.
8 individual coffee shops.
Okay.
The advantage you will have here is you work at a place or in and around a place where coffee shops exist. Yes. Where my office is. When I look, I did this like
I know where your office is. The closest coffee to you is the Speedway that's like right down the road.
Yes. literally if like the office break room can count, please. No, but this is I looked up like local coffee shops. I saw this one, it was like the Bean and Sprout or something like that. And I was like, okay, sure, I'll show up there. And it was a like kids daycare thing that serves coffee to moms while they wait with their kids.
That's diabolical. That was something.
I walked up to the door, saw what the thing was, just turned around and left. Right. I didn't even walk inside. I was like,
you probably would have felt a little better about like staying there if you weren't driving your Ford conversion van with free candy written on the outside.
I got a good deal on it. I'm not giving it up. I should probably paint it, but
maybe something a little different. I don't know, just for the people there.
But with that being out, the closest one is of a coffee shop that you could consider a coffee shop is a Dunkin' Donuts that has literally one chair inside.
Not quite as fun. I guess we should also point out to the people that we together did trivia over at the Anderson Pub and Grill. You, me, and the Post, Stamen Gumbert all attended a trivia night together. Attempting to promote the podcast by using the team name. Listen to the Cincy Postcast for all your FC. But then the team name on the trivia app cut out. So that was all the person that was hosting it could read. She was delightful. She came over to us and was like, I think I'm getting your name wrong. And I'm like, no, please don't acknowledge us. Like,
you're
this is profoundly embarrassing that we're doing this right now. I'm like telling people to listen to our podcast.
So, Chief, at halftime of Last Call Trivia at Anderson Pub and Grill, listen to the Cincy Postcast podcast for the FC was in first place, baby.
And it didn't stay that way.
I think we finished in 11th.
What we got like heinously screwed on one where like we were right. Oh, it was the. It was one where the Steel City, where it was like statue of Vulcan and
the cast iron statue of Vulcan. Yeah, where is it? And we knew Pittsburgh didn't feel good, but it was the only.
I have family in Pittsburgh, and I'm like, my mom was a Trekkie. I'm pretty confident that if there was something related to Vulcan there, I know it's different Vulcan. I know my Greek mythology. Don't come at me. I also know Vulcan is Roman, not Greek. Don't come at me for that either.
Right.
But it feels like something I would have known. And I was like, it could be. It feels like Birmingham, but I didn't have the balls to like actually like commit to that with the group. And that was the beginning of our undoing, as so many trivia rounds are. That
got us. And then Last Call is always brutal because really the game is to hang around into the last round and then to either get it right and bet all the points or bet zero and hope everybody else screws it up.
Or go into the bathroom with your phone and cheat, which is what I think what a lot of people end up doing to win Last Call Trivia.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But
we
got
fun.
close.
We had a good time.
Yeah.
It was a very, very good time. I love doing trivia.
Yeah.
And I should do it more often. And this is sort of an idea that Last Call is fun, but like I think that really to get the full trivia experience, you've got to go to a place that does their own, or has like their own sort of quiz master that does it. Like I think the Highmark has their guy does it himself, and that one's a lot of fun. I went to a bar once when I was on vacation outside of Savannah one time, where the trivia was the bartender just got on a live mic and asked questions and walked around and asked people if they knew the answer. It was awesome. I got very drunk that night.
That's really fun.
That's like legitimate bar trivia. That was good stuff.
Let's see, Chief. Let me ask you this question.
Yes.
I started off strong here, and then I really let myself down. What is your Coney count at right now?
Coney count right now is at 6.
I am also at 6.
Oh no! I've eaten a lot of Conies. There was somebody that left a review of the show on Apple Podcast. It said, following the advice on this show, I have found multiple restaurants to try in Cincinnati, gained 14 pounds of Coney weight.
Yeah, that tracks.
That tracks. Yeah, I've been doing a Coney. I usually do like a Coney with a salad for lunch at Skyline because I'm an elder millennial and I'm trying to live to see an FC Cincinnati title.
Yeah.
I've upped that to 2.
Okay.
I may have to up that to 3 this week, but I don't know that that's good for my long-term health. But I'm going to, now that I know that I'm in the ballpark, I'm going to win this. So
I did back-to-back lunch one day, dinner the next day, 3 cheese Conies. And then I was like, I don't want a cheese coney for a while.
Well, that's the problem is that I every day sounds like a good day for cheese conies. Like I love. So tomorrow, actually, you're actually in deep trouble because tomorrow is the day that I have penciled and circled that will be my breakfast, lunch, and dinner at a Cincinnati chili parlor.
Chief, so I have to come clean. Yeah. Part of me wanted to cheat here because I went to Camp Washington Chili on Friday and got breakfast, and it was incredible. I got the egg scramble bowl.
Oh, I saw the picture online. Yeah, it looked delightful.
Hash browns, eggs, cheese, chili on top. They said you can do your breakfast meat. I said, hey, can you just put chili in this? And they're like, nobody's ever done that. I was like, come on. And it was great. It was worth it. And then I didn't end up eating lunch, and it got too late. And I was like, oh no, I can't eat 2 chili dinners. Like, this is not going to work.
Well, you could have gotten a coney.
I could have, but by the time I was ready to go, it was 4:00. And with the way our family works, I wasn't going to work. So I really screwed this up.
Yeah.
So I did a chili breakfast for no reason. My wife gave me shit. She said, you should have gotten a Coney with it to, increase the score. I was like, no, this was enough. And I'm going to have so much chili later today. And I just didn't.
So I am going to cheat tomorrow because I'm
please.
starting off with Skyline breakfast. And I feel like that is a cheat, like not going to like Price Hill Chili or like, Camp Washington or
I think if you have
Pleasant
it,
Ridge.
you got to do it. Like only a handful of them offer it. So go for it.
So I'm going to do that. So that's like, I'm starting off with the lamest one. I'm starting off with breakfast at Skyline. But yeah, no, that's the plan for tomorrow. Tomorrow will be my day of that. The other thing tomorrow may in fact happen because tomorrow my wife is meeting a friend for dinner. I may actually go to the Canteen Beer Garden tomorrow for Cincy Deutsch. That might be my my Monday night activity tomorrow night.
That could be fun. That could be fun.
That could be like, I mean, I am traveling to the fatherland here imminently. So like maybe picking up a few German phrases would be a good idea in advance of that.
The canteen came up in something recently. It was, it came up recommended.
Yeah, I've heard it's really good.
Something, yeah.
Part of town I don't get to very often though. So, that's a good thing.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of part of town I don't get to that often, Chief, the visit all 7 hills of Cincinnati has been...
Have you completed all 7?
I have 6.
You have 6. Okay.
I might have done 1, 2, 3, 4 today.
Good for you. As I was sweating out Baker Mayfield completing a comeback drive.
We had soccer game at 2:30, went to 3:30 on Sunday, which was tough. We're already in the middle of the thing, so we're listening to the Bengals on the radio, and I was just like, hey, I think we can hit 4 of these really quickly. So
nice.
We had a good time driving around. We went to Mount Auburn, Vine Street Hill, not College Hill, Fairmount, and Price Hill. College Hill is the one that is still TBD for me.
I haven't been to College Hill in a really long time. Brink Brewing's right around there too, so that might be a midweek thing here.
Yeah,
it's one of the 3 I haven't been to this week. Last week. Price
Hill, Olden View Park, which if you're not familiar, it's just like the little green space next to the Incline Public House. That was awesome. That was great.
Yeah.
Mount Auburn and Vine Street Hill, so Jackson Hill Park and Bellevue Hill Park, amazing. Like. Really, really great views of the city. Got some great photos there. Fairmount St. Clair Heights Park, suboptimal. Just be careful. Don't go in the evening.
Make sure that you do it at the right time.
The items I saw in the parking lot discarded was alarming. So.
Yeah. They can't all be equal. Yeah. I will say it is not part of the Cincinnati bucket list, but if you are competing for this or you're doing this along with us, it's not on the list, but I want to make sure we shout it out because this is the most grab bag random episode we're going to do all year because nothing's going on. I did want to shout out this Friday at the Cincinnati Nature Center. Jim Trace and the Makers will be playing a band for the something Music Under the Moon series. It's on Friday night between 7 and 10 p.m. It is a ticketed event.
Okay.
I will be there. Mrs. Chief will be there. I believe Mrs. Chief's family will be there as well. So the in-laws will be showing up as well. So the Cincinnati Nature Center, another sort of gem of our local area that a lot of people I don't think know about. A lot of trails, a lot of cool activities they do out there.
Oh, yeah.
Their Music Under the Moon is a summer thing. This is the last one of the year. So it's not worth any points, but it should be. So come out and hang out with us on Friday night and say hi.
Yeah, no, that is awesome. I love the Cincinnati Nature Center. We are members of the Cincinnati Nature Center.
Oh, you.
So look at that. Chief, have you done any fun days in any of the 3 neighborhoods that were suggested to us?
I have not, unfortunately. I had a lot of random stuff that was going on this weekend, but my one that I have penciled in that I will absolutely be doing fun things in will be a North Side.
Yeah.
Because number 1, I love North Side. And number 2, there's a couple of restaurants there that I've been dying to hit up this week. So I'm going to probably do that maybe Thursday. I think might be my North Side day.
I like it. We did do Covington. We went to Kiloha's Kitchen. I think I'm pronouncing that wrong.
Yeah.
It is the Hawaiian restaurant there.
Yeah.
In Covington. We did a sort of like walk around Main Strasse, so that was great. There's a little shop there that the kids liked. The Gumdrop, and inside of Gumdrop was another coffee shop, the Goose Girl Coffee.
Right,
so yeah, we did a whole bunch of stuff. We played in a park there. The kids played in a park there. So we had a good time, and we were having a blast. Chief, I've got one for you here that I did that I am very proud of.
Tell me more.
Okay, so first off, I'm going to show you this on the camera. This is a Magic the Gathering card.
Oh, you went and played.
I did, but Chief, the card I have here is going to blow your mind if you're not familiar with this.
Oh, what?
So they did a special collab Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering.
Oh my God.
And Chief,
like 12-year-old me would have lost his mind.
I have a Sephiroth card.
I saw you just flashed a Cloud Strife card there.
I have a Cloud card.
Dude. Wow. That's rad. All right.
So
now I'm mad at my algorithm hasn't shown me this already on one of my social media feeds for as much nerdy stuff as I follow.
So this is a very funny thing. So in the Magic the Gathering community, as far as I can tell, they hate this. They're pissed at this. It's like, IP encroachment, blah, blah, blah. The Final Fantasy set is also the best-selling set of all time.
Yeah. Making money. Sorry, we're infringing on your hobby by making you money.
So
nerds.
Later this month, I will shout this out. Later this month, they are doing a Marvel Magic the Gathering release. I think it's specifically Spider-Man, but I think it encompasses all of Marvel.
So when you say it's the highest selling, for now, like
the Marvel one should crush it.
Yeah,
right up until the Star Trek and then the Star Wars one. Yes.
Right. Yeah.
But the
Taylor Swift one will really blow will really blow the sales out of the water.
Honest to God, like a Pop Stars themed one would be really funny.
Taylor, Sabrina, Britney, yeah.
Right, come on. But they offer on Saturday mornings before the week the new set drops, and they drop every 3 months in Magic the Gathering. The Woodburn Games, which is who was recommended to us on the bucket list here, they do like a beginners thing where they like teach you how to play the game and stuff. So if you've ever been curious, Saturday mornings when new sets are released is a good time to check that out.
Yeah, there you go. Making future customers right there. Always a good thing.
The other two things I have completed so far: grabbed a drink at City View Tavern. That was lovely. And I did the Denkai challenge. Built the perfect six-pack. I will post this online tomorrow. Apparently not all Krogers do this, but I was able to do this at the Anderson Kroger. So
good for you. I have been to Gordo's. Went to Gordo's, grabbed a burger from lunch.
Nice.
What else have I done? I've ridden the streetcar. But that was just cheating. I rode it to go grab coffee. So
no, that's what you gotta do. You gotta time these out so you hit 2 or 3.
I was like doubling up on that one. So I was going up to Coffee Emporium. I don't get there as much since I don't work by the courthouse.
Yeah.
Anymore. And I believe I have found the best view of Cincinnati, and I am holding the picture until the end of this contest. So
I like
no one can one up me on this.
Chief, I think what we got to do is either Saturday or maybe Sunday morning, we got to post these in the Discord. Like we'll all make our offering of what we think is our best view, and then we'll let people vote via Discord emojis on which one is. And then
that was the first one that I knocked out because there is a spot where I think it is the best view of the city of Cincinnati, and I shot my shot, took it out, and I'm excited to show the photo off. I will say a couple of the hills I've been to offer different views than I have normally seen. The Mount Auburn one in particular is
like as soon as I walked up to this one park bench, I was like, oh, that's where FC Cincinnati gets this clip for every hype video.
Yep.
It was a great view. It was a great view. So yeah. But no, I had planned on attending a lecture at CCM on Friday, and I just couldn't justify the hour and a half gap in my day
For like work,
doing it. I do like my job and would like to keep it.
I wish there were more lectures at night. Like, give me some evening lectures I could go to. Like, that would be that would be fun for the working man that wants to learn a little bit more about anything, really.
Things,
I don't need to. I mean, let's be real here. When I was on vacation this past summer, I attended a lecture about like turtles at the sea turtles at the Marine Center that was by where we were staying at. I don't know if it made the interview, but I told Evan when we were interviewing Evan Lauro, I had left the turtle lecture early, like 5 minutes. I had to apologize so that I could do the interview with Evan. I was like, I was telling the person, I'm sorry, it's fascinating. I wish I could stay. I have to go interview a guy for my podcast as I'm like profoundly sunburned wearing a tank top.
I mean, in fairness, the lecture I had identified was Vivaldi's unique usage of time signatures or something like that. It's like,
honestly,
I don't know how much.
In. No, yeah. I'm in. Like because I will never read that or research that for myself. And that is just an ultimate fun, especially like when it's like Vivaldi's time signatures. That is truly something where you can sound like a pretentious know-it-all.
Yes.
If that ever comes up in casual conversation, you will be the most pretentious person in the room, and that's kind of cool. Into that.
Absolutely. Chief, also in publishing this, I did come to realize the Carew Tower observation deck may not ever be coming back. This was very sad to learn.
That's sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess nobody can get those. You can get those points. It's just really going to come at a high risk to you, I think.
It's not clear if the elevators still work.
Right.
But if you can get
unless
up
you're going to
there,
be that guy, like that Spider-Man guy that climbs buildings and gets arrested, I think, there's always an opportunity for that.
Speaking of Camp Washington, I have been inside of Powell Crosley's old office, which is at the top of the old Crosley headquarters building, which, if you've ever seen it, does not look like a building you want to be inside of. And I've been on the roof of that one. So where there's a will, there's a way, is what I'm trying to say.
Right. I guess, like, we could have a list of impossible things to do in Cincinnati, where it would be like the Cincinnati bucket list, where you can't do any of this, like ride the subway.
The subway, attend a Stingers match.
Defeat the Shadow Hare in one-on-one combat. Like,
nobody
knows.
The King Cobra.
Right. Watch the Reds win a World Series. It's
Man, we really should come up with the impossible bucket list challenge. That would be great too, because then there would be
an edition of the Cincinnati Post.
Hey, TBD.
Yeah.
But it would be really funny to walk around and like see who in your life can get the highest score in the impossible challenge. Streetcar, maybe not, but the things that are no longer. Go spend an evening or an afternoon at Americana Park.
Right. Dine at Jeff Ruby's waterfront.
Enjoy a meal at the Masonette.
All right. Get one wings at Hooters over in Covington. Somebody in the Discord keeps posting that, like, how Cincinnati teams have played feudally since the Hooters was closed down and poured down the river.
Damn.
Sad. So many memories. Okay, that's a story I can't tell. I'll tell that story later at some point.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Chief, I think that does it for my points. Do you have any other points?
No, we're working. Got a lot of stuff going on here. I was going to win my goal here is to win the Conies, is to win the coffee shops, and to win the Seven Hills. And then we're going to work in a couple other things as we go along.
I like it.
Just because work's been kind of crazy the last couple of days. But you know what? We power through. If someone can point me to a lecture I can attend that's open to the public, I would love to attend a lecture this week. I just have to find one.
Yeah, Chief, I'm happy to open up lecture at UC because at CCM, we are done. As of this, there was only the one on the Friday afternoon. If we can do like a talk at UC, I think that is fair game here.
All right. That's good.
That'll make it possible for both of us. So,
but you know what the important part is? All of this, though, it's distracted from the fact there's no FC this week. It's helped us get through this international window.
Yeah.
It's produced about an hour of content for this show. So it's a win-win right there. And I'm eager to compare notes with you and with Grayson and with all the listeners this coming weekend after we do our recap of hopefully a FC Cincinnati win against Nashville. Hopefully they win and they win convincingly, and we'll have a lot of time to kill. Or they lose and we're just like, we don't feel like recycling all of the old takes about how the offense sucks, and we'll just get right to our bucket list stuff. Both are equally a possibility here.
If we lose, we start the podcast with the bucket list, and FC gets bumped to segment two.
Yeah, no, I think that'd be better for everyone's mental health, honestly.
Oh God,
I think that would be very, very good, actually. The only one that I'm not going to be able to do, but like I did get some incredible feedback from, is the meat raffle.
Yeah, I
was randomly out at a bar this week where somebody knew about the meat raffle and was really talking the meat raffle up. And it made me think to myself, man, I'm missing out on this one.
Oh, man. Yeah, I might be able to pull it off, but it seems unlikely.
Depends on how late it goes. If I can get there after the Jim Trace show, that might happen on Friday night late. We'll see how late the meat raffle goes. We'll double feature that one right there.
I like that.
But, well, good times. Well, we survive. We move on. Cincinnati sports, not a bad weekend. Bengals won, Bearcats won, but more importantly, Bowling Green covered for your boy, which is very, very good.
Reds took 2 of 3 against the Mets.
Yeah. Buccaneers won. I know that appeals to me and me alone, but the hell with it. I have a podcast and you have to listen to me. Anything else, Kevin, before we release the people into their week this week? Exciting. We'll talk about Nashville on Wednesday. We've got the World's Gamble. We'll probably talk more about the U.S. men's national team.
Yeah.
Some of the goings on over the weekend. Take a look at the Shield race and the Spoon race and sort of reset everything. So if you're looking just for a general MLS reset, I think we're going to hit that on Thursday this week on the World's Gam.
Yeah.
Anything else going on, Kevin?
I think that'll be it. Just sort of keep tabs on how our international guys do in the second match for all of these temes, and hopefully everybody comes back healthy. Yeah,
and see if Guidi actually, gets here.
Gosh, yeah, he was the starting and played the full game at the 6. 2 guys ahead of him as they won convincingly 3-0 against Andorra, which might have 8 people living in that country. So very impressive stuff.
Great Star Wars show though. So
Cassian for their team. Real good.
Unreal, man. Dude, he's everywhere and nowhere at the same time.
He has friends everywhere. I'll tell you that
much. We done here?
I think we're done here, Chief. Get us out.
Fuck Columbus.
The Cincy Postcast is a production of The Post Cincy. You can check us out online at thepostcincy.com. You can also follow us on Twitter and Blue Sky, Facebook, and Instagram. Twitter and Blue Sky, though, you'll find we're a little more active than the other places. We're also on YouTube, where you can listen to this episode if you aren't listening to it already. We are also putting up video content semi-regularly, including the Away Days series. We want to give a huge thank you to Jim Trace and the Makers for providing the music for this episode. They are a lovely band, and you can find more information out about them in the description of this episode. And if you happen to enjoy what you just heard, can I please ask that you like us, that you rate us on whatever app you're listening to, and maybe more importantly than all of that, share this episode with a friend. When it comes up at work, you're talking about FC Cincinnati, and say, hey, I listened to an FC Cincinnati podcast. I think you guys will like it. It would really, really help us out. Nothing helps a podcast travel more than a good recommendation from a friend, family member. That would be awesome. When it comes to the sorting algorithms that control our lives, a 5-star review would be much appreciated. Also, leaving a sort of written review weirdly does more than that. That's how the algorithms work. So maybe say a nice or a mean thing, whatever. Just as long as you give us 5 stars, that'll really, really, really help us out. And if you are looking for more MLS content, check out our other podcast, The World's Gam. Again, a link will be in the description of this episode. That is where we touch on league-wide storylines and news, and we talk about other games and a couple other teams in there as well. Think you will enjoy it if you are just dipping your toes into Major League Soccer. A huge thank you to all of our sponsors. A even bigger thank you to all of our patrons over at Patreon. But maybe most importantly, thank you for listening to this episode.